This is the VOA Special Education Report. Last week, we told you about a call from American educators to do more to protect students from sexual violence on campus. The government recently sent a letter telling schools, colleges, and universities that sex violence is a form of sex discrimination. That means it violates 1972 law against discrimination on the basis of sex in education program and activity. The letter says schools must take steps like making sure victims know their rights and are kept informed about investigation. Victims must also be protected if the accused attacker is still in school with them. Didn't I Alice is the assistant secretary for victim rights at the Department of Education. She and her staff were that later outside of agency could not be greater. She said, I am any parent in American would say they don't want their child to go to college or school and have to be worried about being raped. And we are going to work with officials to make sure that doesn't happen. One of the officials is Mary Mayhew. She leads efforts to prevent sexual harassment and rape at the University of New Hampshire. That's where by President Joe Biden and Education Secretary Alex released the guidance letter in April. Ms. Mayhew said she believes sexual violence on campus has actually decreased over the past 20 years. She said schools are getting better at educating students to understand the idea of consent, or put more simply, that no means no. She said between 1988 and 2001, when we really start implementing education campaigns about what consent is, and that did amount to some degree of prevention. Ms. Mayhew said the worrying from the government to pay more attention to the problem may need more schools to start or expand their program. At the same time, however, may also lead to an increase in reports of sexual assault, not necessarily because the problem had gotten worse. She said, but because more students will know their rights and be willing to report a check on campus. Rasni Ainis at the Education Department said that the government is ready to take action against schools that fail to protect their students. She said, when there are violence and in the case where officials are not willing to comply with the nation's civic rights now, we will enforce the law